Which national park is this? I already forgot which national park I'm at. Okay, so we're in the Sheen Valley Heritage area, but what the heck is the name of this place that I just went to? Also, look at what I have to do to keep the phone from falling off, because this is made for one of those like TomTom GPS units, and I'm just trying to wedge my phone in there so I can actually see where I'm going, and it keeps falling out at the most inopportune times, so I'm having to like MacGyver my way into keeping it together. So I'm just looking up on my maps exactly where I am. Okay, right, so we're at the Bonane Heritage Park, and we're getting ready to go, and it's raining outside, as I'm sure you can see, and even though it's stopped for the moment, it's been pretty rainy all day. So this is like the actual traditional Irish weather that I was expecting. I have one pair of shoes that are primarily like comfort and city based, so this is going to be fun. I'm probably going to get soaked through with that. Stayed at an awesome Airbnb last night, so it was really cool being able to, you know, have my own space and, you know, just take a break from hostel living for a little bit. The woman, Eileen, whose house it was incredibly nice. She let me stay a little past checkout to eat breakfast and talk with her a little bit. And yeah, I've just been driving all day listening to this podcast, this D&D podcast. And yeah, just got here. It's about 2 hours worth of driving. And let's go see what this Heritage Park is about. We started walking up, and they're giving us two options here. You have Fion's Hill, which is a steep gradient, and the Druid's Walk, which is an easy gradient. Now, while I appreciate the D&D reminder, I need to walk off all the beer I've been drinking, so we're taking the steep way. Plus, it's a little faster anyway, so hooray. So I was thinking about it this morning when I woke up. It seems like the mornings are the times when I have the most doubts. I'll wake up and I'll forget where I am, and then I'll remember that I'm in Ireland alone, and it still kind of scares the shit out of me a little bit. And I'll lay in bed, catch up on my texts and stuff, and scroll through Instagram, and then once I get ready to go, the fears evaporate. But it's for that first like half an hour after I wake up where it's very much, it hits me again each day. It's like, oh shit, we're actually still doing it. So I don't know, I wonder if that'll fade with time. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is it sucks that this is the only like relatively rainproof thing I have, and it's kind of hot because it's sprinkling rain, but it's not necessarily cold. So I guess I just got to deal with it. But we're starting to come up on a really nice view now. I'm not sure if that's blown out or not, but we'll get a better view when we walk up to it. So you see how you can kind of, well, I guess you can't from here. You can kind of see the mountain over here. You can't see shit over there. So that's all rain. None of my shit is rainproof. Expound a bit on what I was talking about earlier. I think there are still moments when it hasn't sunk in yet that I'm, you know, not home, that I'm living in a different country, and it's gonna be is that a bird or a person? This is like the perfect setting for the Blair Witch. I can't tell if that's more rain coming this way. So now we're at the famine ruin, which is this really awesome looking thing. Looks like it was a small one-room cottage. With a shed maybe? So I'm essentially standing in what was someone's living room hundreds and hundreds of years ago. This feels weird. This isn't bad luck, right? I hope not. Gives me a weird feeling though. I wish a camera actually did this justice. Yeah, so just getting used to traveling with this, I think, is probably the biggest thing. It'll probably take a couple weeks before it's actually, you know, more of a lifestyle or a habit. And I feel pretty comfortable with it right now. I think I'm just getting used to switching from hostel to hostel and meeting new people each time. But I actually thoroughly enjoy being alone. It's really nice. I can just do whatever I want. It's so freeing. I love this. Okay, we just got back to the car. Of course, it stopped raining once I got in the car. But now we are off to another national park, the Killarney National Park. It's only about 30 minutes away, so it shouldn't be too bad. I really want to show you guys the roads that I've been driving on because they're nuts. It's just enough space for one car and they're two-way roads. So I might try to film it as I'm driving along, but obviously I have to stay safe. So if there's nobody on the road, maybe I'll pop out the camera, but if not, then let's go explore this other place before we go to our new hostel. You can see how small the roads are. I mean, it probably looks like it's a little better because, okay, so we made it to Kenmare. I was going to go to the other national park, but I got about halfway there before I realized that it was getting pretty late. I was pretty tired, and I could just do that on the way to the next town tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just now getting into the town, and I'm gonna go check into the hostel and probably just relax. So that's the end of today. Okay, so we left the hostel in Kenmare about an hour ago, picked up some groceries, and drove to the Killarney National Park. And this is a pretty great way to start your day. We're trying to get to Torque Waterfall, and the car park right next to it is full of a bunch of idiots who don't know how to drive and or park. So now we've parked about, I don't know, like 1.5 kilometers away, and we're walking down towards it. So this had better be worth it. Alright, so we made it to the entrance of the Torque Waterfall, and it's already pretty awesome. Alright, so we made our way to the muck house, as you can probably see behind me. And there was a guided tour, but it was going to take an hour. And it's already, about 3:30 in the afternoon. And I still have 2 hours drive left. And I still probably have about an hour walk back to the car. So I don't even know what it's about, honestly. So under normal circumstances, I would say yes, go for it. But not right now. So we're just going to take a nice peaceful stroll next to the lake and make our way back to the car. Yeah, this spot is way better than whatever that tour was. It doesn't even look real. It reminds me of something out of Jurassic Park. Of course, literally as soon as I sit down at the beach, an entire school's worth of children shows up and sits down like around me and starts making noise and ruining the peacefulness of the moment. So, I became a cranky old man and just walked away. So now I'm heading back to the car, enjoying this little scenic route here, and getting ready for the drive to the hostel. Okay, so I was on the way to Dingle, and I saw a sign for a garden, so I immediately pulled a U-turn and drove down this really tight, really sketchy road. So we're at the gardens now. So I guess we're gonna see what this is. I have no idea. I already love this place. This is so cool. This is the hardest I've seen it rain since I've been in Ireland. And it's absolutely perfect for these gardens. It gives it so much more ambiance. This is so awesome. So it started to rain decently hard now, as you can see. So I've taken up residence under a tree to get some partial cover, because nothing of what I'm wearing, because none of the clothes I'm wearing are actually waterproof. So yeah, I don't want to get too thoroughly soaked. Down a little bit, so we're back out wandering again, and that looks pretty cool. A Kelsosaurus? Huh. Interesting. A Hibernicus rex. The smell of this place is just incredible. It smells really minty, oddly enough. Is that weird? I see that bridge. There's no way I'm not going across that bridge. So let's go find it, or let's go across it. Alright, that looks pretty cool, so let's walk across it. Well, the netting underneath the rope is definitely going to keep your foot from falling through. It definitely won't keep an action camera from falling through. This is what happens when you're the only person out, because it's raining. That's awesome. That's even more awesome. Of course, I had to make my own really quick while I was getting blasted with rain and stuff. Yeah, let's go and head back. This pit stop was absolutely worth it. It's only €8. I've been wandering around for about 2 hours now. I've been pretty much the only one on the trail, and it's just perfect. So it's about time to get back on the road, start heading down to Dingle, and probably try to dry out this jacket because it's soaked through at this point.